That watermelon destruction though.
Hime. Well, guys, I'm glad that Yowapedal's back. I absolutely loved that first episode. As someone who loved the first season, but was a little disappointed on how it ended for obvious reasons, that it just ended right before the finish line, I was a little bit taken back, to say the least. But this episode was great. I love the fact that they only spent like 2 to 3 minutes doing a quick little recap that got us straight back into the action, and then we had an awesome new opening, which I think was amazing, fit perfectly. The animation was great, but I do prefer the outro. But enough of that, straight into the episode is what I really liked. This episode was great. What was really interesting I found was the fact that Amizumi, basically he's like overcome this whole rivalry complex he had in the whole last season, and he's basically riding for the team now. I was expecting him to fall, which doesn't really say a lot about the character, and he just pulled himself straight back. I feel like that's because I've had too much time away from the series, so I didn't expect much from it. But this episode was utterly amazing. We were straight back into the bloody race. The only downfall about this episode was the fact that we still don't see the finish line. It's been a full season. I think it's been 2 seasons break since the final episode, and we're still not at the finish line in this episode. I at least expected to see the finish line. The next episode is called The Aces, so maybe we're going to get to the finish line, or we're at least going to see the push-off to that. So we may actually finish the second day within the next 2 to 3 episodes. Interesting to see the least. This was a really, really good episode to get you straight back into the punches. I also thought, which was really interesting in this episode, is Creepface. What the fuck's his name? Creepface. Creepface. I know that his name's Akira, but I can't remember his last name. It's Mido something. But the fact that he like saved his teammate from slipping right at the end as well, I thought was pretty interesting. Maybe I can't decide if he actually cares about his teammates or not, because there seems to be some sort of like turmoil, confusion inside him, because at one point he's telling one of his teammates, "Oh, you're going to be the ace next year," and then he's in his head, he's like, "Nah, I'm going to throw my teammates aside." But then we see him save his teammate because he needs him for another 200 meters. But at the end of the day, he notices he needs them, so I don't know. I feel like there will be some character progression to his character in like this series, because I don't know how this series is going to go. We've still got the rest of this day, and we've still got the third and final day, and then I feel like we're going to have some sort of progression after that, because there isn't a defined episode length for this season again. I think the first season was like 37 episodes, it was some weird number like that, so they're probably going to do the same with this season. So I don't know what's going to happen, but overall I thought it was a really interesting episode. We got straight back in there. If I had to give it a number out of 10, I'd probably give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. 7, we'll round up, we'll say an 8 out of 10, because I just can't wait to see Onoda fucking singing Himi again. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see you guys watch the show with me. If you're watching it, please leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and all that gross stuff below. I've been Harry, and tell me what you thought about the first episode.